Hey friends, and welcome to a new video. My name is Max, and today I'm going to be doing my museum speed build. I caught these two cuties singing outside of resident services. I decided to do the museum speed build next because Blathers is one of my all-time favourite NPCs in Animal Crossing. I have always loved him ever since I was a kid and I was playing Wild World on my DS. There he is, best boy. I used to love to go into the museum and visit him, and also visit Celeste. She is also one of my favourites. And I decided to kind of do a space theme outside of my museum. So this really satisfied me because it lined up perfectly with exactly where I wanted it to go the very first time. So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I decided to do a space theme outside of my museum using only Celeste items. Or not only Celeste items, but mainly Celeste items. And I did quite a lot of the build at night, as you can see, which was really quite relaxing actually. I filmed it in the evening after a long day. I will say there might be a lot of cuts in this video just because I was having some issues with my capture card. For some reason it was being really laggy, and I kept having to stop and start my filming, which I have to do sometimes anyway because of my computer's processing. But yeah, it was pretty bad in this video, so I just thought I'd warn you. If I haven't filmed a certain something, then that's why. So all of these design codes I will leave down in the description below. I've recently joined a Kidcore Discord server, and I will leave the invite link in the description below, but a lot of these codes I have found through there because Sammy especially, hi Sammy, I know you're probably watching this video, Sammy especially has just all of the design codes that you could ever need or want. She's very cool like that. So yeah, it has been so much fun the past week or so, being involved in a community, really. The whole server just hypes each other up just all the time, and it's just amazing to see. Everyone's so nice to each other. We haven't had any issues. I just feel so blessed to have made so many wonderful new friends. So yeah, that was me being all up in my feelings about my new friends. Now here I am attempting to make a heart-shaped pond, and I failed miserably the first time round, and I had to kind of redo a section. I'd almost got the gist here, and then I messed up, and it was so annoying because I started doing it way too close to my museum, so I had to restart. I was also really hoping that I wasn't going to get bit by that mosquito that you can see flying around there. I feel like mosquitoes biting you is just completely pointless. When wasps sting you, obviously you get the little injury on your face, and then if they sting you twice, you get sent back to your house because you faint. But with mosquitoes, it's just you're just bitten and then that's it. Very strange. I wanted to lay out a little area for a stool, sort of like a knickknacks area, things that you might, see, this is what I was talking about before with it lagging. it was just doing that like so often. It was so annoying. But yeah, I wanted to set up a little stall area with some little knickknacks that you might find outside of a museum. So I placed some butterfly models and also an ant farm. I don't think Blathers would be very happy about that because he doesn't like bugs, of course. But it's my island, so I can do what I want. So it's the next day now, and I didn't time travel to do this. I actually started filming the next day, just because I was having so many issues with my capture card, so I thought, right, I'll just leave it until the next day and then I'll carry on. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to place this path. I knew that I wanted to use it, but it just looked a bit straight up and down, which I didn't particularly like, and you'll see that I make it a bit wigglier. And I think that is a really good tip for people who use paths like this, like the 9-slot, the path variations. If you make it kind of wiggly and not very linear, it really helps to make it look more natural, because otherwise it can look a bit forced in a way. So yeah, that's what I try to do anyway. And so I start doing that here. While I'm just laying out this path in the footage, I just wanted to say like a massive thank you for the support that my channel's gotten. I filmed the first 2 videos on my channel basically one after the other, and so I didn't mention it in my last video, my entrance Speedbuild, but so many people have been so nice about the content that I'm making and about the fact that I am doing like a Kidcore / cottagecore themed island. And it just made me really happy. I wasn't entirely sure that anybody would actually watch my videos. And the fact that so many people have just makes me really, really happy. So thank you so much. And I hope that you continue to enjoy my videos. I realised here that I hadn't actually got the wooden path that I wanted to use for this little mini library section that I'm making, so I had to quickly go and get it. Also, why does Isabel look like that? I mean it just looks so funny when it's sped up. Like any of their actions look really funny sped up. That's a good thing about doing these speed builds. You see villagers and Isabel and Tom Nook doing some really weird things at like 2 times speed. I've seen a lot of people be really, really creative with outside of their museum areas, and a lot of people do like research areas and things like that. And so with my little area here, I try to emulate that a little bit. I didn't have a lot of space here, but I didn't really feel like doing much terraforming, just because I am trying to keep kind of the natural shape of the island as it was when I first started on this island. I don't really want to change the river shapes around too much, and I don't really want to take away any of the cliffs that are already there, and if I do, it will only be a little bit. I mostly want to add cliffs in other areas, like in my first video where I was building my shopping area. I added the cliffs there. Oh, my cat has joined us for this voiceover. Hi, Hoshi. Do you guys have any pets? I'd like to know. Animals are one of my main passions in life. I have a cat called Hoshi and a bearded dragon called Jasper, and they are the lights of my life. So yeah, if you have any pets, I would love to know about them, because pets are just the best things ever in life. Especially dogs. If you have a dog, please let me know, because I am definitely a dog person. I love cats, like very much. I love my cat, and I love other people's cats. But dogs just hit different, you know? They're just so baby. Dogs are so baby. They're definitely my favourite. So here is where I'm going to be incorporating my Celeste items into my museum build. I just think they're so fun. I have Octavian on my island, and if you have him on your island, you'll know, but he has the coolest house. He has a UFO right slap bang in the middle of his house, and then also some other like spacey themed items. It just looks so cool. So I kind of wanted this to be like a, you know how in like science museums they have space themed exhibits? I was kind of going along those lines. I used to go to the Science Museum in London a lot when I was a kid, and I would always be fascinated by the... Oh my god, my cat just loafed on our new rug. I love him so much. Anyway, what was I saying about the Science Museum? My favourite exhibit was definitely the exhibit where they had models of the first ever, like, lunar rovers and things like that. So I kind of wanted to show that here outside of my museum, because I thought that was really cool. Fun fact, the reason I love those exhibits so much is because when I was younger, I really wanted to be an astrophysicist. It was my first career aspiration. I've always been obsessed with space for as long as I can remember. And when I got into high school, I realised that I was terrible at science. I wasn't any good at maths. And so I kind of had to give up on that dream a little bit, because you have to be good at those things to be an astrophysicist. But it's fine. Life goes on. Sometimes you have a dream as a kid and you realise that you can't fulfil that dream, and that's okay. I also wanted to be a singer when I was younger, but I have never been able to hit a good note in my entire life. So, I just have bad luck picking career aspirations, I guess. So I added some extra items here, the Nova light and the UFO, because obviously my capture card was being laggy and I didn't manage to film those bits. But this is the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!